What if I can't get this paper jam to clear?
Don't call law tigers.
Well, I got a nasty paper cut.
Were you on a motorcycle?
No.
Don't call law tigers.
But I own a motorcycle. Moped.
Still, don't call law tigers. And please, man up.
My lady friend of 6 years? Oh, she left me. Oh, yeah.
That's terrible. Don't call law tigers.
Left me for a professional mascot. Yeah.
That's even
I
worse.
don't even know what team he's with. He could be semi-pro.
But still, don't call law tigers.
I'm going to find him. Identify as a dog now, so if he's out there, I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to find a squirrel. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Susan.
Just let her go.
I can't get this thing to start.
Don't call law tigers.
Where's the gas go? There's no manual.
It's a push mower, Einstein.
So don't call law tigers?
No, call a friend, a landscaper, your mom, anyone.
That's uncalled for.
Anyone but law tigers.
These pants will not seem to zip. I need some help.
Don't call law tigers.
They fit perfectly on my wedding day.
That was over 20 years ago. Don't call law tigers.
Great. Now my cummerbund's broken.
Still, don't call law tigers.
Where did Susan and I meet? That's a great story. Well, you see, I was looking for the best tuna melt in the city, and my friend said, hey, go over and try the hospital commissary. And I was like, that's a little weird. They said, pretend somebody's sick and you're visiting them, or go to the children's ward and act like you're a clown. They'll believe you. I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I walked over there and I spent about, 3 or 4 hours in the children's ward acting like a clown, dancing around. Doctors had no idea. Then I went down after I built up a nice appetite and I ordered the tuna melt. And lo and behold, delicious. They even put like one of those little pickle spears on the side. It was awesome. So fantastic. Anyway, I'm drinking my milk after I finish my pickle. And right across from me, there's this just sparkling gem of a woman. And I looked over and I like waved at her just like that. Just like really subtle. Chill, laid back, She saw me. She went, waved back again, and then she just cutely walked away hurriedly. She got called away to something, I think. Must have had some, important business to take care of. Anyway, I went back every Tuesday for the next 4, 5 months, and she was there every time at 2:00 after I finished with the kids. I'd come down and she'd be there, and I'd have my tuna melt and my pickle. And after about 6 months, I got the courage to go up over and say hi. And then after, the next couple of weeks, after I'd seen her a few more times, I would go in there and I'd sit next to her really on the sly. There wasn't a lot of people there, but, I wasn't being obvious. And then I finally got the courage up to talk to her. And, that was about month 9. And we started talking. We hit up a conversation. We talked for 3-4 minutes easily. And then I went back the next week and the next week after that and every week after that since. And we would just, the conversations would get longer, sometimes going on 10, 15 minutes at a time, and it was just kismet. It was really we really bonded over those sandwiches. And I just felt like, the love was in the air and we were meant to be. And what? No, I never kissed her. That's just rude. We were waiting until we got married. At least that's what I thought. And then, she met Stefan. Yeah, he's the one from Laredo. Yeah. A squirrel. She left me for a squirrel. And just as I had started identifying as a dog. Much more aggressive animal. Much more manly for an animal. I thought she'd feel protected and but I'm gonna win her back. That's why I wanted to call law tigers, but they were like, no, don't call us. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna use the old sniffer. Figure if I identify as a dog for a few months, it'll probably get really strong, my sense of smell, and then I'll find out where they are and I'll root them out, and I'll get that squirrel. And I was shake around. My mom doesn't want me to do that, but I'm like, I told her, dog's gonna do what a dog's gonna do, and he's just gonna have to deal with that.
Don't call law tigers.
I miss her so much.
Man up.
Just stop. So Susan offered to meet me. She said she wanted to bury the hatchet. And I said, sure, okay. And she said, don't wear those stupid little dog ears. So I said, don't bring Stefan. And she said, okay. She wouldn't. And I didn't. I wore my big hound dog ears. Because I thought, if she shows up with him, I'm going to intimidate that little squirrel right out of his costume. And she did bring him. And it turned out there's a lot more Stefan than there is costume. It's actually just like a skin tight outfit and a big head. He's a big guy. And things got a little nasty because he threw my tuna melt on the floor before I was finished and told me to leave Susan alone. And I said, oh yeah? And I reached down, I grabbed him by his big tail and I gave it a yank and I was going to spin him around. And he yelled out and screamed and it wasn't his tail. So I think he said he's going to call Law Tigers.
Don't call Law Tigers.